So let's start the process, because one of the things that we had talked about right in the beginning is it's never how you close, it's always how you open. If you open properly, closing becomes a foregone conclusion. But what happens in a lot of cases is many people beg their way into the meeting. They beg their way in, right? And this goes back right, literally the first of the first of the first of the first. Again, if you open right, closing becomes easy. They beg their way into a meeting. They beg their way into an opportunity to talk to the client. And what does it sound like? I'm going to be in your area. I only need 5 minutes. I'm going to be right down the street. You know, and they use every kind of beggy conversation. Well, if you beg your way into an appointment, how are you going to be treated? How are people going to think of you? Right? As somebody who's bringing great value to the relationship, or kind of like that interloper, right? So you walk in and you're already 2 steps down. You are always invited in. You must be invited in. In order to properly close, you must be invited in. Because if I invite you to my home, how do I treat you? What do I treat you like?
First class.
A guest, exactly, sure, first class, right? You're a guest, a wanted guest, right? But if you kind of barge your way in and beg your way in, and of course, then that's how you're going to be treated, right? You're not going to be treated like the guest. You're going to be treated like the interloper, right? So this is what it sounds like. What we do is important. We all know how long it takes for us to do what we need to do, which I believe is important. This is what it sounds like. So if I was talking to Rhonda on the phone, I got the sense that I could help her. This is what I would say. Rhonda, it may make some sense for you to invite me in for a brief meeting. That's the language. Invite me in for a brief meeting. Not, I'm going to be in the area, I only need 5 minutes, I just want to stop by. No. You're going to invite me in. And I'm going to tell you how long it takes for me to do whatever it is I need to do. So if in my first meeting it takes an hour, when do I want to tell this person it's going to take an hour? On the phone before I go out there. Right? Because I've seen so many times where you show up and you have not done that, and the guy's like, oh, I'm getting called a new meeting, I got 5 minutes, what do you got? Really? Can you do what you need to do in 5 minutes? If you can, go ahead. If you can't, I'm going to strongly encourage you to go ahead and reschedule. But I want you to think of closing not as the end part of it, as the beginning part of it. It's never how you close, it's always how you open. You are invited in. If it's important enough for them, they will invite you in.